Welcome back everyone to Showbiz India, and today on our celebrity profile, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome Anubhav Sinha to Los Angeles and to Showbiz India. It's great to see you and congratulations on the release of Ra.1.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
How does it feel after so many years of hard work? It's finally happened, it just released and you've been traveling all around the globe for the premiere.
Yeah, it's been, I don't even remember what date it is today. Just because I had to be in LA on the 27th, I know it is. Otherwise, it's been quite hectic and quite mad.
So tell me something, you've seen it come alive as a director. Was this the vision you had perceived when you first began this film?
Yes, actually it's gone larger than what I had envisioned in terms of the size of the film, in terms of the size of its release. So it's only gone bigger, which is fantastic.
Tell me in your own words, you know, we hear about the story of the film. It is about a father and son story, I believe, that turns into a superhero?
Yes, it is about a father and son, and the lack of certain qualities that he finds in his father until he finds his father in a different avatar, and he rediscovers his father, he rediscovers everything that his father had and now doesn't. It's a very interesting relationship between father and son. Very interesting story.
Is there any particular part of the film that you thought was really, really challenging and it was like a roadblock for you?
The visual effects of this film were challenging and not really a roadblock, but yeah, challenging, because this amount of visual effects and as well as I wanted to do it would probably not fit in to the budget of a Bollywood film, and that was a big challenge, to be able to create a method wherein you will still achieve that quality that you wanted and still remain within the parameters of the budget. And thankfully that happened. I created an interesting mix of Indian talent and Western experience. So yes, it did go beyond the reasonable parameters, but Shahrukh knew from day one as a producer that it was going to go outside of that, and thankfully he stuck by the whole process and saw it through.
So tell me a little bit about the journey. I believe you came back and forth quite a bit to Los Angeles for the special effects of the film.
I came to Los Angeles a lot of times to find that team, to create that team, and but yeah, a lot of stuff happened in America, not necessarily in LA. But majority of the visual effects were actually done back home in Bombay, and we just imported people whenever we needed them, people with the experience and stuff.
So what was it like working with Shahrukh Khan as an actor and producer?
Shahrukh Khan as a producer has spoiled me. You know, when you don't have to think of numbers, you don't have to think of the amount of money you can spend, so you get spoiled. All you need to say is, I want to do that, and he says, yeah, go ahead, do it. As an actor, he is who he is, and that combined with a whole lot of discipline and dedication, and he has a prolific mind and keeps coming up with ideas. This is how we can do it, this is how we can do it. Let me show it to you. Do it one more time, I'll show it to you. And things like that. So that's, he's bubbling with energy and ideas, and which is a huge, huge asset.
Is there a particular scene of the film that you found particularly challenging?
There are at least two sequences which were either visual effects heavy or stunt heavy that I had, you know, when I wrote them, I thought it was probably impossible to execute. One is a sequence that in our process we call it Ra.1 Lives, where Ra.1 is embedded inside a road, and a billboard comes to life next to the road. It draws electricity from the billboard, and all these tubes, they come out of the road and they start getting together and big Ra.1 forms. So that was particularly difficult. And there's an action sequence where Ra.1 and Jeevan throw cars at each other, and then at one point when about 8 cars mid-air, they start climbing those cars, and Yeah, that I had actually given up on. I thought I would never be able to execute it, but thankfully that happened.
A lot of people on Facebook ask the question, why is Ravan titled for the villain?
No, there's no intellectual reason. We named Ravan first, and we continued to call the film Ravan by his name for a long time, until one day we sat down and decided, let's call it Ravan.
So do you think it's ready for children? It's a great film for children?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I was talking to people back home today, and they said, my kids are loving it, and my son and his friends called me. My son was talking to me, and his friends were, I could hear them. They said, you should make one more Hindi film like this.
Well, congratulations once again, and you've been generous with your time. Enjoy the LA public and join them with the premiere, and we hope to see you very soon. We'll look forward to seeing the film on the big screen.
Thank you, Reshma.